Hi everyone, my name is Denise Coughlan, owner of Resolute Pilates and Wellness Studio, and I'm coming back to you today with another video that we can do from seated position or from standing position. And just again, with any of the previous videos and this videos, if you have any underlying medical conditions, injuries or illnesses, you may need to get medical clearance before you can take part in these exercises. Okay, so we're going to start off seated in your chair. And you want to make sure that you're seated comfortably into the back of the chair, that you're feeling supported. Feet and knees are in line with the hips, with your feet placed resting down on the ground. You can use your hands in front of you or down by your sides. And we just want to really make sure that we've got that nice long spine, that you're not sinking into the chair, resting your head above your shoulders, shoulders above the hips, knees in line with the hips, feet in line with the knees. So everything in that neutral position. So while we're in this position now, we're going to keep the gaze straight ahead of you, just imagining like you have a book resting on top of your head. So you've got that nice long neutral position. I want you to visualize your belly button ever so gently, very gently drawn towards the back of the chair or towards the back of the spine. And that's a gentle connection through the core muscles, the transverse abdominis. And in this position now, we're going to bring it to the breath, inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. As you breathe in, visualize the rib cage expanding, and as you breathe out, visualize the rib cage contracting back in again. So we're trying to avoid the shoulders rising and falling, and continue to stay in this breath pattern for a few more breaths. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. Breathing in for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and the same on the exhale breath. Okay, so we're coming in some very gentle warm-up sequences, and then we'll move into some movements that you can do from seated or standing. So we're going to start off with the neck, the cervical spine, very gently drawing the chin forward to head nod position, and then bringing the head back to center again slowly. So we're looking down, and then we're looking ahead of you. Okay, so as you're looking down, we're keeping that upright posture through the spine. So we're not leaning forwards, we're not forcing the neck, just very gentle movements, and coming back to the center slowly. We're coming into rotation, we're looking over the shoulder, and then coming back into the center slowly, and the same on the opposite side. Exhale, and inhale, exhale, and inhale. So we want to keep lengthening through that spine, keeping that awareness of the connection through the core as you breathe. And then coming back to center slowly. We're going to bring the ear to the shoulder very gently. And then coming back into the center. So remember, we're bringing ear to shoulder, not shoulder to ear. And then keeping that focus with the breath, the connection through the core, and visualizing that lengthened spine in that seated position in the chair. Good. 2 more times. 1 more time. And coming back to the center slowly. Okay, so we're going to continue with that lateral tilting with the head, but we're also going to bring in lateral flexion. So reaching the arms to the sides. We're going to tilt the head into that lateral flexion, but we're also going to reach the arm down towards the mat. And coming back into the center slowly. Good. So just reaching the arm down to the floor, keeping the shoulders away from the ears, and you want to keep your weight grounded or seated into the chair so you don't feel like you're falling off to one side. Staying with the breath. And let's do 2 more times. 1 more time. And coming back into the center slowly. We're going to bring the hands to a prayer position underneath the chin, lengthening through the spine. We're going to exhale, come into rotation, and inhale, coming through to the center. So we're rotating through the center part of the spine, thoracic area of the spine, going through your own range of movement. So just going as far as you feel comfortable. Okay, so if anyone wants to, we're going to add in a little bit of a hip opener. So just basically gently stepping the leg out and stepping it back in. Same leg to the same side that you're twisting. Exhale and inhale. Drawing the shoulders away from the ears. Good. Apologies if anyone can hear that noise in the background. Okay, one more time. And then coming back to the center slowly, releasing the arms. So we're going to elevate and depress the shoulders. We're going to slide the shoulders up to the ears and then reaching the hands down towards the feet. Inhale, shoulders to the ears and exhale, hands down to the feet. So we're shoulder shrugs, elevation and depression on your scapula. Staying with the breath. So again, if anyone wants to add on a little bit of work through the ankles, ankle mobility, calf strength, we're going to raise the heels off the ground and then tap the heels back down. Inhale, shoulders to the ears, raising the heels, and exhale, lowering the heels. Okay, so you're not lifting your whole foot, just the heels. Staying with that breath. Good, let's do one more time. And releasing down slowly. Okay, we're going to reach the arms ahead of you this time. This is protraction and retraction. So we're reaching the arms ahead of you as you inhale and exhale, draw the shoulders back. So visualize the space behind the back of the shoulder blades. Visualize it opening and closing as you're performing that movement. The arms stay shoulder level, the head staying extended. Lengthening through the spine. So if anyone wants to, we're going to add in single leg stretch as the legs reach, the arms reach, shoulders come back, leg comes back. Exhale and inhale. So we're just alternating, working through those knees, getting that stretch through the legs, through the shoulders. 2 more times. 1 more time. And releasing down slowly. So we're resting the hands on the thighs. We're going to lengthen through the spine and we're going to bring it into spinal flexion. So just going as far as you feel comfortable. We're curling the spine forwards, rolling down the leg and lengthening up 1 vertebrae at a time. So just make sure that you're not coming too far forwards. Keep your weight back into your sit bone, into your bum. Lengthening back up 1 vertebrae at a time. Good. So we're trying to take the vertebrae down 1 vertebrae at a time, and then like building blocks, we're stacking that spine back up on top of itself, lengthening through the spine. Let's do 2 more times. Exhale, going down, and inhale, lengthening up, and 1 more time. And lengthening back up slowly, 1 vertebrae at a time. So we're going to come into shoulder circles. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. Again, keeping that nice long seated position, staying with the breath. Releasing any tension that you're holding in the neck and the shoulders. And let's change direction. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the mouth. Good. And 1 more time. And releasing the shoulders down slowly. Okay, so quick little rotation through the wrists. So we're going to start drawing circles round. And if you want to multitask on this one as well, we can draw some circles in the ankle. You don't have to raise the foot off the ground. You can just draw circles with your foot in contact with the mat or the ground, and if it's too hard to keep the leg raised. Okay, so keep going with those wrists, and we're going to change legs, just circling round, multitasking, arms and legs. Good, you might feel or hear a few cracks through the ankles or the wrists because it's a joint area. Sometimes they get a little bit stiff, so it'd be normal to hear creaks and cracks when you're doing those ones. Okay, right, so staying in that nice long, tall, seated position, we're going to bring the arms to a prayer position. So I want you to actively press the hands in towards each other. So we're going to exhale, squeeze the arms, but we're not changing that position of the spine, the shoulders staying back, and inhaling to relax, okay? So you can imagine like there's something in between the hands, but you pretty much should be okay as they are, because you're going to squeeze the hands against each other, so you don't really need too many visuals on this one. So just press the hands, you feel the pectoral muscles engage, staying with the breath, and then ease off. We want to try and relax, don't elevate the shoulders, relax the elbows, and being aware of that nice long neutral spine. So it might not transfer very well across on the camera because it will look like I'm not really doing anything here, but you do want to actively squeeze the hands so you feel those pectoral muscles actively connect and engage. Good. Okay, so what we're going to do on this one is we're going to press the hands together. Keep pressing as you take the arms up to your own range of movement, and then press the hands as they come back down and let it release. Okay? So we're just going to add in a small change on this one just to help you reach that little bit higher. We're going to release the hands and then bring the hands back in again. Okay, so again we want to actively press the hands together as they come up, ease off, let it rest, and then actively press in on the hands as they're coming back down. So lengthening through the spine. Open and press as you're coming down. Good. Any breath is fine, just breathe and pressing the hands in. Good. 2 more times. So actively press and then release. Actively press and then ease off. 1 more time. And release. And then coming back down slowly. And release the arms. Okay, so that's quite a challenging one. We are engaging through the chest, as I said, but we're still working through the upper back and shoulders. And just changing direction then on those shoulder circles. Okay, so we're going to add in a little bit of rotation through this one. So same movement. We're actively engaging through the hands, the chest, pectoral muscles. We're going to release the hands up towards the ceiling. At the top, we're going to spread the hands, and then I want you to rotate. Turn the hands, turn through the elbows and the shoulders, and imagine like you're pressing down against a resistance. And then bending, bringing the arms through, actively connect, pressing up to the ceiling, release, and press the hands down. Okay, any breath is fine, just keep breathing and pressing down. Good. Bring the hands together. So I want you to really think about that rotation through the shoulders, through the elbows, the wrists, and then actively pressing through the hands as if you're pressing against a resistance. Keep lengthening through the spine. Let's do 2 more times. Lengthening, keep the connection through the core. And 1 more time. And releasing down slowly. Well done. Let's give those shoulders a little bit of a roll. Both directions. Give the head a little bit of a roll as well. Okay, so we're going to reverse that. So this time, we're going to go palms facing down towards the ground. We're going to raise the arms up in line with your shoulders. At the top, rotate inwards and press the hands together. Sweeping down. Shoulder level, so it's a lateral raise. Coming up to the side, rotating inwards and coming down. Out to the side. Start to turn the hands and the elbows, the shoulders. Coming back down to the chest. Pressing through. Lengthening up. Coming down slowly. 2 more times. Press it down. rotating, coming up, back down slowly. One more time, press it down, rotating, coming up, and releasing down slowly. Well done. And again, always coming back to those shoulder rolls. If you need to move it around a little bit in the chair, you can. Sometimes it gets a little bit tight when you're sitting and holding that upright posture. So you can let it go and just change the position a little bit every now and then while you're in that seated position. Okay, so what we're going to do next is I'm going to get you to take the hands just out in line with your shoulders, and the elbows, as you can see, are just ever so slightly lower than your shoulder. Okay, so we're going to try a little bit of range of movement through your scapula, your shoulders. We're going to take and rotate the hands up, so you can see that the elbows are still slightly lower than the shoulders. And then we're going to rotate the elbows, so they're going up with your elbows, and the hands are going down. Now you don't have to downwardly rotate so far where the shoulders twist. So we're going to try to keep those shoulders back. Okay? So again, like I said to you earlier on, visualize something like you're pressing against something. Like you're pressing your hands against water, or you're pressing against something, just so we get that active engagement through the arms. So because we have the elbows in that raised position, it does become quite challenging on the upper back and shoulders. Exhale. And inhale. Good. Exhale. Inhale. Okay, so it is quite challenging. Don't rotate down so far that the shoulders start to change position, and taking it back up slowly. Okay, so we're going to alternate this one. One up, one down, and rotating. Okay, so staying with the breath, lengthening through the spine, imagining like you have something sitting on top of your head, really challenging through those arms. 2 more times, 1 more time, and releasing down slowly. You should have felt that one. Give those shoulders a little bit of a roll, inhaling through the nose, and exhaling through the mouth. Okay, we're going to do a little bit of spinal flexion just to come out of that upright position for a few breaths. So we're going to bring the head to head nod position, just curling the spine forwards and lengthening the spine back up. 1 vertebra at a time. Exhale and inhale, lengthening back up. Just as we did in the warm-up, nice and slow and controlled. Okay, 1 more time. Lengthening back up. Okay, so we're going to bring in the arm sequence that we did earlier on. So I'm just going to demonstrate it and you can join in. We're going to stay with the flexion as well. So we're going to come forwards on that exhale breath. And as you inhale, we're going to sweep the arms out to the side, coming up towards that ceiling into the extension position. Exhale, bringing the arms down slowly, actively pressing through the hands. And take that inhale breath. Exhale, going down. And as you inhale, sweep the arms out to the sides, palms the hands facing up towards the ceiling, pressing through the arms and releasing down, taking that inhale breath. Exhale, going forwards. As you're coming up, we're also bringing the arms with you, extending, lengthening through the spine, pressing through the hands, drawing down through the chest, taking that extra breath. Let's do it 2 more times. Raising up 1 vertebra at a time, lengthening through the spine, reaching the arms, pressing through the hands and the chest muscles, and then releasing. Let's do 1 more time. curling over, weight into your sit bones, raising through the arms, closing the hands together and coming down slowly to release. Okay, so we're going to do a nice little sequence that's going to bring in a little bit of flexion, extension and rotation. I'm going to show you it from seated position, and then I'm going to do it from standing, so you have the option from standing as well. Okay, so we're going to start off in that lengthened spine, and we're going to keep the arm on the right hand side resting down by your side. We're going to sweep that right arm up, lengthening through the spine, and then releasing that arm down slowly. Inhale, coming up, and exhale, coming down slowly. Okay? So I'm going to do it seated on both sides, and then I'm going to do it standing on both sides. So if you aren't doing the standing version of the movement, we're just going to repeat the seated version twice. Okay, so what's going to happen is the right arm is coming up towards the ceiling, lengthening through the spine. We're going to reach it over into lateral flexion to the side and coming back up slowly and coming back down. Inhale up, exhale over, inhale up and exhale down. Okay, so keeping your weight into your sit bones, into the chair. Leaning, reaching, tilting. Okay, one more time. Reach. Back to the center and coming down slowly. Okay, so we're going to add in a little bit of rotation on this one. So maybe have a look at this one and then join in. So we're going to reach up towards the ceiling, lengthening, extending, coming into that lateral flexion. And then what I want you to do is scoop across the abdominal area. Think of opposite hand to opposite leg. And we're going to scoop forwards, rotating around the leg like you're rotating around. Sweep the arm back. Follow that backhand, so really opening out through the chest. And then what I want you to do is to rotate the body to face forwards and come back down slowly. Okay? Inhale up. Exhale over. Inhale, sweep it around. Exhale, follow the arm. And inhale up. Exhale down. A lot of breathing, so just breathe. 2 more times. Coming up. Reach it into flexion. Rotating around. Follow into rotation. So we're twisting the spine here. Up into rotation. Twist the spine back around. And coming back down slowly. Okay, so we're going to leave it at that one and we're going to change sides. Okay, so starting off with the left hand down by your side. Right arm resting. Inhale up. And exhale down. Inhale up. And exhale down. Okay, lengthening, extending through the spine. Okay, we're going to add in that flexion to the side. So lengthening up. Flexing through. Connecting with the obliques along the side. Coming back. And down slowly. Inhale up. Exhale to the side. Inhale up. Exhale down slowly. Let's do one more of them. Reach. Okay, so now we're going to take it around through that circle motion. So remember, opposite arm to opposite leg. So we're going to come up over into the extension. Taking it over into the flexion. Bring it across to the opposite leg. Scoop in the abdominals, rotating around. Turning into rotation, follow that back hand, lengthen up through the spine. Up to the ceiling, bringing the spine into rotation and coming back down slowly. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale up and exhale down. Do 2 more times. Inhale to the ceiling. Exhale, reaching over. Inhale, sweep it across. Exhale, follow back into rotation. Inhale, rotating through the spine. Exhale, coming down. One more time. Inhale, lengthening through the spine. Exhale, reach it over. Inhale, sweep it across. Exhale, rotate. Inhale, rotating through the spine, and exhale, coming down slowly. Okay, so we're going to go on to the opposite arm again from seated position, or we're going to take it up to standing position slowly. So by standing, it's just going to really help to lengthen and open through the hips that little bit more, and you're going to feel that stretch a little bit more. Okay, so seated position, exactly the same again. But from standing position, what we're going to do is we're going to hold on with your chair, hold on to your chair with your left hand. We're going to keep the right leg step forward and the left leg step back. Okay, so if you need to get into that position, take your time. Left leg forwards, holding on with your left hand, and the right leg back. And if you're in the seated position, we're on the right hand. Okay, so inhale up to the ceiling, lengthening through the stretch, and exhale, coming down slowly. Okay, so if you want to, you can step that leg back a little bit more. A nice soft bend in that left leg, the leg that's in front, or you can keep it fully extended to get the full stretch. Okay, but just make sure that you feel comfortable while you're doing that stretch. Okay, remember, still following me from the seated position. Okay, so we're going to take that into your lateral flexion. Inhale up to the ceiling, exhale, reach it over. Inhale up to the ceiling, exhale, coming down. Inhale up, exhale, reach it over. Inhale up, and exhale down. Okay, let's take it into the rotation. So we are going across the body into that rotation, following that backhand. So we're in twist here, in through the rib cage, not the pelvis. Up towards the ceiling, and then back down slowly. Inhale up, exhale into the flexion, inhale, cross it over, exhale, following back, inhale to the ceiling, and exhale down. One more time. So you might have started off standing, but if you want to come back down to seated position, you can. Cross it over. Don't worry if you forget the sequence of breath. Reaching back behind you into rotation and coming down slowly. Well done. Okay, so you're going to change sides and changing arms if you're on the chair, seated position. Okay, so now we're going to be holding on with your right hand. The right leg is stepped ahead of you and the left leg is behind. Okay, so holding on with that inside hand, the inside leg is forwards and the outside leg is back behind you. Lengthening through the spine. Inhale up to the ceiling. Extending, following that hand so the head raises slightly. Exhale, coming down slowly. Inhale, so it's the same in that seated position. And exhale, coming down slowly. Inhale. Arm is staying close to the ear. So we're going to add in that lateral flexion. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, reaching over. So you can bend that inside arm a little bit when you're doing this movement. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale down. Okay, let's add in that rotation. So inhale up. Exhale over. Inhale, sweeping it around. Exhale, follow the backhand. Inhale up to the ceiling, rotating. Exhale, coming down. Inhale up. Exhale, reach it over. Inhale. Inhale, coming around. Exhale up. And inhale down slowly. Two more times. Inhale up. Exhale over. Inhale, sweep it around. Exhale, following around to your starting position, coming down slowly. One more time. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, going over. Inhale, sweep it around, following that backhand. Exhale, up. And inhale, down slowly. Well done. Okay, so a lot of breathing on that one. Even instructors get confused, so don't worry if you get confused with the breathing. Okay, so we're coming back into your chair nice and slowly, and we're bringing it back to rest after that for some rib cage breathing, connecting through the core and just bringing it into that little bit of relaxation. Okay, so you should be familiar with the breathing that we do now. And if you're not, if you're just new to the videos, we're going to bring yourself into your seated position, lengthening through the spine, keeping that active connection through the core and the posture, but at the same time allowing yourself to rest. You can go palms facing down, palms facing up, whatever way feels comfortable. So you can close your eyes or keep your eyes open. And we're going to stay with the breath. We're breathing in through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. So we're aiming to start off with a 5-second breath. We're going to increase the breath from 5 seconds to 6, 7, and all the way up to 10, and then 10 back to 5. And at any point that you feel it's a bit strained, just make sure you're not holding your breath or straining the breath. Okay, so we're going to start off with that 5-second breath. We're going to breathe in 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to breathe in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathing in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And back to inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. And exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. And bringing it back to the breath, somewhere between 5 and 10 that you feel comfortable to breathe at. Try not to count it, just stay with a natural breath. Relaxing the neck, relaxing the shoulders. Keep lengthening through the spine, but resting at the same time, so it's not a rigid position. You're just resting, but being aware of the posture. And if you have the eyes closed, we're going to open the eyes again slowly, bringing the awareness back into the room. We're going to start to just move around a little bit. If you want to roll through the shoulders, you can move through the legs. You can sway it out, just wakening the body back up again. And then bringing it back to center slowly. So well done! I hope you enjoyed all of that sequence of movements. And remember, there should be plenty more videos that you can scroll back through from the last couple of weeks that you can follow from seated and standing as well, to add in a bit of variety to your workout throughout the week. So I'll be coming back to you again with some more videos week by week that you can practice from home. And if you have any questions, just get in touch. My website address is down below if you need to contact me with any questions on any of the exercises that you can do at home. Chat to y'all soon, guys.